You're now listening to Northview Royals.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the newest episode of the Northview Royals podcast. If you have not followed the Instagram or subscribed to the YouTube channel, you can go ahead and do that right now. We will wait. And now we will dive on in.
What up,
Hello,
dog?
Damon. Hello,
Hi.
Damon.
How are you, Cumin?
I'm not too bad. There's Roy.
Locked back up.
Oh,
I'm
we-
locked up.
We all locked up.
Not
We all locked up.
Not we all. You all.
Mm,
What do you
hey,
mean? What do you mean, you people?
Hey, if people say they didn't see it coming, they walking around with their fucking eyes closed. That's the reality of it.
Well, here's a cheers to all you lockdown.
Yeah, let's go lockdown. I just can't wait for it all to be over, so all these like uneducated political activists can get the fuck off my social media.
Yeah, I've very how do I put this? Proactively been muting people.
Yeah, so and look, everyone's entitled to an opinion. If you have an opinion, that's fine. Everyone has an opinion. But there's a difference, okay? There's a difference between having an opinion and just, keeping it to yourself or having a one-on-one conversation with someone.
I actually, in the car, my wife and I were driving the other day, and I said, "Oh, which way do you sort of lean?" And she's like, "What the fuck are you on about?" I was like, do you lean left or do you lean right?" And I sort of explained which way was. And she was like, "I mean, I'm a pretty open person, but I think I'm leaning a lot of right." And I was like, hey, it's fine. It's all good.
You lean whatever way you want to lean. But the thing is, like, when people actively get on their socials or whatever platform they're on and try and push their opinion onto someone else, that's when I've got a problem with it. I'm going to bundle them in with the Jehovah's Witness Society.
I got a letter from them today for an online service
Because if you choose to be a Jehovah's Witness and have your beliefs, that's cool. I choose not to be. I don't come to your house and tell you why I choose not to be. So I don't expect you to come to my house and tell me why I should be. Like, I'm gonna try and break this down into like a real life example, okay? I have made what I believe to be an elite breakfast, okay?
Here we go.
So I have oats.
Terrible. Don't want to hear anymore.
I have milk. I have a little bit of cinnamon sugar. And then I've started putting Biscoff with my oats.
I hate every bit of everything you just said.
So my opinion is that it's the best breakfast around.
Yeah.
But I don't go and knock on someone's door and be like, "Ha, Vegemite on toast, shit."
Okay.
You need to fucking get on the hype train.
I am warning you that the minute you put an Instagram story up about your breakfast, you'll get muted as well.
But the thing is, like, all these people that are jumping on, I support this and I support that with no understanding as to why they support anything. They're the same people that were having a cry when fucking Harambe died, that fucking gorilla back in 2K16. And they forgot about him real quick.
As they should have.
R.I.P. Harambe.
I forgot about him straight away.
So they're going to forget about this too.
There's a lot of people spreading a lot of... I think it's just frustration. I can see both sides, but so my wife works in the medical field, so to speak. Like she manages some anaesthetists, and they're all obviously very smart doctors and stuff. And one of them, he got like the Pfizer jab, and he was fine after the first jab, and the second dose he got pretty crook, rocked him a bit, and the way he said it, which was really, really good, was it's a mild dose meant to get your body to produce the antibodies to then make you all sweet for it. He goes, if I was to then get it in its wild form, would I have been one of those people that was really, really sick? You know, I got sick off a very, very small, like, made version of it. He goes, and for, like, I've got asthma pretty bad, and like in the winter time it starts to get bad. I thought the same thing. Like, if it's making everything blocked up from the real one, then a vaccine to me is obviously the smarter decision. And the more that people are taking that, you know, 1 in 1 million chance of this, 1 in 1, like, there's a, I was watching 60 Minutes. There's a 1 in 700 chance you have a car accident, but you don't stop driving a fucking car. Like,
I think the frustration from the other side of the fence isn't. I think it comes from the fact that in a case like this, they look to government officials and health officials for advice because they're the professionals. There's like clear videos from Parliament with one of the heads of the health organisation where someone goes, "So can you guarantee that there won't be any side effects to this?" And he turns around and he goes, "Unfortunately, no, I can't say that because we haven't tested it." So although in the now it is potentially doing what they said, it could potentially, like, in 5 years' time, be a whole generation of polio's coming back.
It's not. It's definitely not. I think you're exactly right in the sense that all politicians are obviously fucked, but
clowns.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. How refreshing would it be if one of them just come out and was just like, "Look, we got AstraZeneca because it was cheaper and we're tight cunts, and we probably should have got the Pfizer one straight away, and yeah, look, we fucked up." And you probably go, "Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Economy's a business, trying to save as much dollars as you can. It's a fucking pandemic. Yep, at least you're honest about it." It's just the lying and then backpedaling, and it's just
just tell the truth.
But I think like the idea of like vaccines are, like, you look at all the other countries. This is what pisses me off. People going like, "Oh, fucking look at Singapore and look at the UK. They're fucking opening up. Why aren't we opening up?" It's because no cunt's got a vaccine. No one's going to get it. That's why they've opened up. It's because they've had the numbers get through, that they're going to reach herd immunity. We've got the worst vaccination rate in the fucking world, nearly. That's why it's not opening up.
But then there's like, say, like today I literally watched a video from Lollapalooza, Chicago, where I think they said across 3 days or in 1 day there's going to be 110,000 people go there.
Yep.
Just the United States of America are having more than 6 cases a day, but they are they're having a lot more than 6 cases a day, but they're opening and operating while the process happens.
Yeah.
I think that's the frustration where they're going, well, you keep shutting us down.
Oh yeah, 100%. I get that.
Where everyone else is open in the process of being vaccinated, we're getting shut down until we get vaccinated. There's not going to be anything left to open by the time this is done. So
it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting.
But yeah, fuck all that shit.
You've been watching the Olympics?
I've actually spent a fair bit of time watching the Ollies, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen, I put this up, but I had a mate send me this funny photo that give a shout out to Codger, you're a legend. And it was, imagine if they scrapped the Olympics and just like made it like a Hunger Games style, like you get a letter saying you're competing in gymnastics and you have no choice but to represent your country, whether you are trained in that sport or not. Right? You're going. What sport would you like to be braying out for?
Just out of the blue.
This is what made it interesting, right? Can you imagine all the fucking couch warriors that, you know, played a bit of fucking footy or played a bit of soccer or used to be strong at the gym, and they're all like, fuck, I could do that. And then they get that chance to compete for Australia at the Olympics.
The reality is that the world we live in at the moment, even if it was the real Hunger Games, I think people would tune in and watch. Like if they go, you know what? Fuck it. Instead of skeet shooting, It's a fucking last man standing shoot off in the shooting range. People dial into that shit with the world that we live in.
What sport would you do though? If you got picked,
So one that I've never done before.
you can be any. You can be one you've done before, or it can be one you think you'd be like, fuck it, I reckon I could do that.
So
You get the call, and remember, you're not versing other Olympians. You're versing other guys off the couch.
So my best chance at a gold medal would obviously be soccer or football, as they call it
See,
traditionally.
this is where I want to challenge you on that because it's a team sport.
Very true. Or okay, solo.
Like you got to hope that fucking Tim Cahill gets selected at the same time you do.
I feel that, dog. I guess from a single sport, my safest bet from my sporting history would be the 1500 meters because I went to state trials for the 1500 meters.
Yep.
A sport that I haven't done before that would be interesting, maybe equestrian.
Ooh.
Maybe saddle me up, cowboy, and fucking wish me luck.
Did you see the video of Kevin Hart and Snoop Dogg like commenting to the Olympics? And they do it equestrian, and Snoop Dogg's just losing his mind because the horse looks like it's fucking crip walking. Oh, this horse crip walking, car. Fucking hilarious.
So,
Yeah.
I guess on the Olympics then.
Yep.
So like that's if you got the random call up.
Mm-hmm.
They're obviously bringing a lot more interesting sports in. Like I believe they've got rock climbing. They've got obviously skateboarding. They've got freestyle BMX. They're bringing a lot of different stuff in.
Now, same thing. Rock climbing. All of a sudden, Tom Cruise gets picked for rock climbing. You know he can do it.
Well, can he?
He can. He did all his stunts. He does all his stunts.
He also broke his leg doing a stunt for Mission Impossible and carried on with the rest of the scene.
Doesn't matter, and it made it into the movie because he's a goddamn champion.
So if you had to pick a sport, it's got to be a real sport.
Yeah.
That's not currently in there that you think should be included.
Anything on ESPN 8, The Ocho.
You know what I think is really strange that they don't have in there when they have such strange events? Like they've got the fucking steeplechase in there.
Yeah.
Where's a good old fashioned 4-on-4 tug of war?
Yeah. That's always a sports day fan favourite.
They bust out tunnel ball.
Yeah. A sport that's like... Whew, that's a good one, man. I suppose you got to remember there's Winter Olympics as well, so there's a lot of all them ones. Fuck. I'd
Throw a midget. Bit of midget throwing.
Yeah. I definitely think there's ones we could like get rid of.
Name a few.
Rock climbing for one. That is not an Olympic sport.
It only just got a start, didn't it?
Yeah, well, you should have one and done. One and done. Get it out. No, I'm fuck. I don't know, man. Some real obscure sports would be cool. Like you said, like Poison. Imagine Poison had like an actual league.
Yeah, or Brandy.
Basketball.
Bro.
Like the movie Basketball. That'd be sick.
Paper planes.
Brandy. Like that was sick.
Mate, imagine proper Brandy like on a full open paddock. Last man standing wins. For those of you that didn't have a childhood and don't know what brandy is, essentially it's throwing a ball at someone, and if you hit them without them catching it, it's like dodgeball just on an open paddock,
field,
right?
Yeah. Red Rover.
Bro.
Red Rover.
So I would dial in to watch Olympic brandy, Olympic Red Rover.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like that's some Olympic tug of war. Like just 4 of the big, strongest dudes from each country just yanking on a rope.
Yep, I like it. Red Rover. I don't know how we'd have to develop that game into being a way you could make it a two team thing, or like an individual thing, because it's just like last man standing, but everybody ends up getting. I don't know. We'd have to ourselves rewrite the rules, but I'm happy to do it. What else is there? Fly? Do you remember Fly? I taught Hunter how to play Fly like last school holidays. He's like, "This is sick." I was like, "Man, that was a pastime for us."
Because you'd imagine like,
and we played it sometimes with the relay battens, like the hard metal baton that you land on and fucking soot out.
Because you'd imagine like there'd be existing athletes that would somewhat excel at that. Like your triple jumpers and your long jumpers would be outstanding at Fly.
Definitely.
Again,
And
for all
also
the
your
fuck-
100-meter sprinters, like fast. You need that fast twitch muscle.
Again, for all the fucking losers that didn't have a childhood, flyers where, well, back in the day, all the kids used to take their shoes off and you'd pace them out, and then the last guy to come through that jump would get to pick any shoe that he wanted and pace it to where he jumped to. So eventually the gaps get bigger and bigger and bigger.
You'd be running over like 30 meters, just doom, 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 doom.
Yeah.
It was fucking sick.
Like you do long jump at the school carnival, can barely hit 3 meters. In a game of fly, you'll jump 6 meters if you have to.
Yeah, fuck it. One of those would be sick to throw in there.
It has been interesting, but we've done pretty well. But well, it's going to be on again in 3 years anyway, so it's probably going to be all the same athletes. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I suppose that's a blessing for the athletes. Fuck, 4 years is a long time, eh?
Handy, bro. What else you got, big
Especially,
man?
especially for some of those athletes where the Olympics is only what they do. Like, you know, you look at Ash Barty or whatever. She's still playing tennis throughout, and then I think she does a bit of cricket and AFL as well. But like those other sports, like they don't get the prime time unless it's the Olympics. I know they're still obviously doing like gymnastics and stuff. There's always events, but who the fuck's watching it when it's
Like,
not the Olympics?
Well, when was the last time you sat down on a Saturday afternoon with a cold beer and watched a bit of international hammer throw?
Exactly. When I couldn't tell you who the fuck one single javelin thrower is.
I mean, fair point. Okay, actually, I've got mine. The one that I want out of the Olympics, and I don't understand how it's even considered a sport, is synchronized swimming. Get the fuck out.
Go on. Get rid of it.
Get out. Rock climbing, synchronized swimming, you're out. We're bringing in fucking Fly and Brandy.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
at Brisbane 2032 or whenever it is.
Yes. Some real Aussie games. That'd be sick.
We done?
We're done.
Snap it. Bah!